Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 72 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Lots to do today. I want to get started. You can see I'm running, I've got a decent amount of taint. Could definitely use some more Vis though. I used a lot of it doing some of the enchants that I've been messing with. So let's get a few Vis crystals ready to go. Sure, why not? Some Aqueous, some Fiery, and some Vis. Those will be some good ones to pick up. How did I possibly drop those? I must have clicked it by accident. Oh well, no biggie. So I'm going to throw those into my Vis condensers, let them start pulling out of the local aura again. Of course, I do have those blocks up on the roof there helping to refill the active local aura, but I'm already starting to get a pretty heavy taint load around here. I want to be a little bit careful about that. But that'll get me a good amount of Vis. I might even want to throw some, obsidian into this chest here to really help boost my Vis and taint setup. Cool. I'm liking it so far. I would like to try a couple new blocks and maybe even try out a couple new items from Thaumcraft that I haven't had a chance to play around with yet. So how about I get together and figure out exactly what I want to get crafted, and then I'll be back to start playing around. Alright guys, be right back. Alright guys, I think I'd like to start playing with some seal combinations. While all this stuff is running here, I'm going to pretty much make a handful of seals. I've already got a few here, but I'm thinking I'd like a few more. Let's just grab some redstone and gold and start doing the seal combination thing. Bada bing, bada boom. There it goes. So I'll start getting some seals, and I'd like to start getting some of these runic essences. There's a couple automated farms I'd like to make that I kind of was doing manually in my overworld, and I'd like to perhaps make something a little bit more automatic within this Thaumcraft world. It might be a little bit easier to maintain and a little bit faster actually. So I'll get situated with what I'm going to need, and then I'll be back. I have an idea. I'm going to build a greenhouse. Yeah, that sounds cool. Greenhouse. Why not? I think that would be fun. Let's do it. First I'm going to build a nice, pretty decent sized area. I don't know if I want it to be 9 by 9. Maybe I want it to be like 9 by something. Like a long range, pretty decent sized arboretum, or not an arboretum, a greenhouse. That might be pretty cool. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to clear out the trees directly in front of me here, and then I'll start messing around. Alright guys, so here's the start of my greenhouse. It looks like a pretty cool spot to be. I'm thinking I should transmute all the walls into glass though. Let's see. Yoink. That sounds like it's about right. Because, I mean, a greenhouse, after all, is usually just surrounded in glass. So that should be pretty cool. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. And of course we're going to need dirt on the floor. So let's get an extension mode here to do this. Sweet. I like it. Cool. I just want to get outside and make sure. It's sometimes hard when you're building with glass to make sure that everything's kind of the shape that you want it to be. But yeah, that looks pretty good. I think we've got the start of a nice greenhouse. Let's hop down here and get back inside. And then figure out, I probably want just to do dirt on the floor, right? So if I get my digger's backpack out here, we can transmute our way into some dirt. Hey, there we go. Cool. I don't want that line there to be dirt. I'll go fix it in a minute. And I thought I was transmuting here. How come the sides are like that? Strange. I shouldn't be extending like that. But maybe, oh, you know what? It's because there's dirt outside, maybe? I don't know. I'll straighten it out, though. I don't want dirt out there. I don't like the looks of that. I'm being picky. I'm at the point where I can be picky. Alright, I'm going to clean this up, and then we'll talk about planting some stuff. I should also probably sleep through the night. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. I would like to have, and I'm probably going to need to build something underground here to make this possible, but if I just grab my Evertide, I'm thinking maybe just like a row here of crops, maybe some wheat, maybe some other stuff too. I mean, there's a handful of other crops I could look into making. I might even get into industrial craft crops here. No promises, but maybe. Might be cool. And then definitely want a little system for reeds. Who knows? Maybe a couple different things. So there'll be a handful of crops I want to get. Like I said, I will need to set up something here. Let's do this. If I get into creative mode and get this guy down, I'm going to need some... Oops, wrong one. I'm going to need some more dirt. I would like it just to look nice. There we go. Creative, I said, right? That looks good. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Just so I can have like a floor for the water to go in. And again, I'll be right back. Hey, yeah, this doesn't look too bad at all for an arboretum, does it? Oh yeah. So now we gotta lay down our water, of course, and our Evertide amulet is perfect for this. Just run down the line and fill her up with some water. If you make a mess, don't worry, it's easily cleaned up. Like that. And more Evertide fun. Oh, look at that. I forgot to fill in a little dirt hole there. I have dirt right here. Perfect. Alright. Now let's figure out what kind of seeds and stuff we want to plant here. Alright, I took a quick run to the overworld. I wanted to get some sugar canes here. Now, if you guys noticed in my overworld chest, my sugar canes were getting kind of low. I'm literally like running low on sugar canes, believe it or not. So let's do this. Let's say like 7 here, and then if we had a gap, if I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool, I did build this room pretty decent sized. So I could have like 7 blocks here, and then 7 more over here. That sounds about right. And then some other things all around, and I'll have to figure out exactly the way I want everything laid out. I have to do some tests on the range of some things that I have planned in here. But yeah, I think that sounds pretty cool. Alright, so that will be my reed farm, but obviously I'm not just going to plant reeds and be done with it. Oh no, I'm going to be using Thaumcraft to really kick this up a notch and make these things grow quickly. There's a bunch of automated ways to collect resources and make your plants grow quicker using Thaumcraft. And the last time I checked, I think they might work with industrial craft crops, so we'll have to see. Alright, so let's get ready to play around with some Thaumcraft seals that relate to harvesting and plants and crops and all this other cool stuff. So I'm just getting the hang of this myself, so bear with me as I semi-learn it a little bit. But I did do a little bit of testing in my test world as usual before I started filming, and I came up with a very interesting discovery, and that is the seals I'm about to use have about a 7x7 range, which means if I put a seal right here on this block, I'll be able to affect 3 to the left and 3 to the right of the seal, which is perfect, and 7 in front. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should be able to affect directly in this whole room, at least the first 7. That might be pretty awesome. And you can see here I was in my test world. That's why I had cheat mode on. I was messing around. But let's get out the items we're probably going to need for this. I'm going to need a couple things. I'm going to need some water essence for sure. I'll get all the stuff I need and then I'll be back. I basically need air, water, probably some dark, and some earth. So yeah, let's do that. Cool. And of course I need a bunch of gold nuggets. So let's get about 8 of those. Awesome. And then I'm going to need some nitor as well, which I have a good handful of. I'll store this in here for now. Sure. That sounds cool. So straight over to this guy, we'll put our nitor in, we'll put our golden nuggets, and we'll get a couple of crystals. Should start doing its thing. Perfect. Gotta love Thaumcraft. There we go. That should be pretty good. So let's go give these seals a try. I don't know if I can place seals on glass. Never actually tried it. So we're going to try it right now. Can I place a seal right here? Nope. Didn't think so. So for that, we're going to need some kind of cool block. Let's go with marble. Sure, marble sounds nice. Fancy. Marble here. And I might alter that in the future, we'll see. But for now, I mean, I can always transmute it later. Alright, the first one I'm going to put down, I think, will be the seal that encourages growth of plants. And since I'm going to be messing around with seals, I should probably get out my crystal ball to help tell me what's going on here. So let's get the seals we're going to need for that. The water or earth and air seal combination here should get us going with what we need. So maybe put this guy here, and the seals can be down on number 1. Sure, why not? So like I said, water. That's not water. Whoops, already making a mistake. First thing I click. Oh well. I've got a wand of reversal for a reason. Let's try that again now. Get my crystal ball ready. Water, earth, air. rapidly encourages growth of plants and crops within a short radius. That radius, like I said, should be 7 by 7, and we can see that that's the case. And oh look, it actually tills the land in front of us too. Well, that's kind of cool. I should probably change this land down the middle here to be marble, like marble brick. Yeah, marble brick might be good there. Yeah, that would be cool. I'll do that in a little bit. But for now, you can see it's tilling the earth in front of us and encouraging crops to grow. So you can see these little green particle effects flowing up all over your plants. That means that it's encouraging them to grow. And growing is good. That's what we want them to do. So it basically makes these things grow faster, which is great. Now the next seal that we're going to want to place here, and I think I want this one to be the top of the block here is what I probably want it to do. That sounds pretty good. So let's put one up here that does the following. If I put down a earth, water, air, so earth, water, air, this seal rapidly harvests crops within a short radius. So if we stay here and wait a few seconds, one of these things should grow and then will rapidly be harvested. So let's give it a few seconds here, and if it doesn't happen quickly enough, I can do it, you know, the old-fashioned way of manually forcing it against its will. Put this guy away and get out another sugar cane. Cool. Just place one down, and that guy up there should automatically harvest him, if I'm correct about this. Come on. There it goes. Cool. So it's got a pretty big area to maintain, so that's pretty quick and that's pretty good. And now I'm going to use a seal that you guys have already seen. You guys have seen the seal before, right? I hope so, if you watched like 2 episodes ago. Let's go with the darkness seal. Okay, but before I'm going to plant that down, I should probably get some kind of storage chest for this to go into. And I think this storage chest is going to be temporary. I definitely don't want this chest to be here all the time. But I have some cool plans. We'll have to, you know, figure out where things go. But for now, temporary storage chest will work. I'm just going to drop these guys on the ground as we're having a lot of stuff flying all over the place anyway. So you can see already we're starting to get a lot of reeds picked up, and if I can sneak my way out of here, I'll be able to place this chest down. I wanted the chest to be about medium height, because we don't want it too high. And right here ought to be a good spot. Again, probably temporary. Might wind up with something else there in a bit, but we'll see. And this one, as you guys might recall, was air, dark, dark. Sucks items nearby and places them in a chest within a range of 2. So let's do that. Air, dark, dark. And all the reeds should start getting sucked up. Whoosh. Cool. It does look like this guy's causing me trouble. I was worried about him. Maybe I want to move that one down a little bit. So let's get that wand of reversal back out. Wand of reversal. And we'll just swap the air, dark, dark. So air, dark, dark can go back here. I might need to get that chest moved down a little bit. Now it looks like it's sucking them up and placing them in there. Cool. And what was the other one I had? If this is earth, water, air, then this should be water, earth, air. Okay, water, earth, air. Water, earth, air. Cool. Check this guy out. So this one rapidly harvests, this one rapidly encourages the growth in a short radius, and this one will suck items up. So pretty much automatically we should be collecting a lot of reeds, which will be nice because, you know, mistcraft and all the other good thing that reeds are for, that'll be cool. So let's see here. I want to give it a few seconds. So far we've got 11 sugar canes in there. I want to make sure that as they get, you know, picked up, everything's good. And I did wind up placing, like I showed you guys, the one that sucks up at the same height level as the reeds. That'll kind of help to make sure that it doesn't get stuck on the wall like you saw a moment ago. Now it's pretty much, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the case. Let's see. I don't think the reed that's directly in front of the runes will grow because the runes will be blocking them. So let's do something like this and see if I can even manually place a reed there. I'm guessing not. Right, so the rune counts as a block. You know, it's very flat and it's right up against this other block here, but it does count as a block taking up the space, kind of like a torch would, if you want to think of it as a torch. Torch wood. Yeah, that was totally accidental, I swear. So, basically, we should start getting a bunch of goodies. So I'll come back in a few minutes here and just check on my chest to see what kind of reeds we've got. Then I'm going to maybe think about going forward with some more cool stuff, probably by way of seeds and some kind of wheat harvesting. But I might also want to do this and make all this marble brick like I was talking about, or something cool like that. Alright, I'll be back in a few. So in taking a look at this, I realized that the rest of the earth wasn't tilled automatically over here, which makes me think, you know what, it probably wasn't one of these runes that I placed on here that was tilling the earth. It was probably like 2 runes combined tills the earth, but then the third one did something else. So it's probably like, you know, earth water or something like that automatically tills, and while I was putting air on there, it tilled a couple pieces for me. So anyway, that's cool. I'm going to hop in and check in my forester's backpack here. Do I have any seeds? I guess I don't. Thought I had a bunch, but I guess I do not. So I'm going to head to the overworld and get some. There we go. 1 stack of seeds ought to do it. Alright, now it's a simple matter of replanting our seeds down here. Now this should get us going to at least, they should start seeing these green particle effects affect these seeds down here. Oh yeah, there we go. Cool. So our little Thaumcraft seals are going to affect the seeds as far back as here. And they should affect this block eventually. Oh look, there it just did. Perfect. Cool. Look how quickly it's causing these things to grow. That is awesome. Yeah, I'm really liking that. These little pieces of wheat are growing very quickly. Let's go check on our chest up here too to make sure that we're starting to collect some goodies. Oh yeah, look at that. A bunch of stuff. Ton of sugar canes already. I got some dirt and everything else. Nice. I'm pretty happy about that. So let's keep an eye on this thing. I'm going to drop my dirt on the ground. I don't need 2 stacks of those in my inventory. Ooh, it probably sucked it up. Oh well. So yeah, look at this. Quickly growing the wheat. I like that. That's a good sign, because it might mean that we're going to have some pretty good success with industrial craft. And look, it's going to harvest that stuff up. Sweet. I like it. Alright, good. Next, I would like a system to automatically replant all those seeds, though. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, it would. Alright, let's figure out how we can manage that. Oh, this is hilarious. It's sucking them all up. That's so cool. I love the look of that. Alright, let's get serious now. Replanting seeds. Shouldn't be terribly hard. I just need to figure out exactly how I want to do it. There's definitely a way with Thaumcraft. One of these seals will replant seeds from an adjacent chest. But I'm worried about the range on it. I guess we'll find out what happens. I'll be right back. Alright, let's give it a shot. It might be a further range than I think. So what I should be able to do then is just place another one of the marble bricks right here, just to make it look nice. Okay, and I believe the combination is earth first, followed by magic, followed by air. So let's try it. Earth, magic, air. Let's see what my crystal ball has to say about that. Rapidly replants any seeds it finds in a nearby chest. Look at that, it's doing it. Cool. Now I know what you guys might be thinking. Doesn't forestry do this for you too? Yeah, it does. You can definitely do some automatic farms with forestry. Don't get me wrong, forestry is awesome and it's definitely one of my favorite mods. But I wanted to do it a little differently this time. And I like this method. It looks cool and it fits the concept of my age of magic here. So it looks like it's probably pulling the seeds out of this chest and replanting them, which is perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see it do. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, look at that. Growing wheat, automatically sucking it up, and the same with reeds. So this little area here is going to be my automatic reeds and automatic wheat farm. Cool. I'm going to have just like a line here. I should probably light this room up. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. That was funny. And then probably line up over here a bunch of cool things that'll essentially be maybe my industrial craft. Yeah, that might be a good spot for that. So let me do a little bit of testing and see how well it's going to work out. And I'll be back in a few minutes to hopefully implement the start of a nice little industrial craft farming system. I'll be back. Alright, so we've got a pretty efficient wheat farm over here and a reed farm here. I want to add an industrial craft farm setup on these 2 lanes. I'm basically thinking like one separator here in the middle where the torches are. I might even make this marble just for the fun of it. Maybe I'll do that real quick right now if my stuff's available. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Mercurial eye should be in here somewhere. There it is. That'll really show us like a good separation of the, area here. And I could even, if I really wanted to, go creation mode. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks really nice, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm loving it. So, I want to get crops set up over here. I might do those real quick just to get them growing. So let's run over and find some wood. Do I have any in here? Maybe not the type of wood I want to use. Again, I was in my test world testing a few things. So let's get into recipe mode here. Let me clean up my inventory a little bit and then I'll be back. Alright guys, so I'm going to place another rune here. Another water, earth, air combination. That looks cool. And just to double check, I don't know why, I'm just always like to make sure that my runes are doing what I think they're doing. Yes, rapidly encourages the growth of plants and crops within a short radius. Cool. Specifically, I guess, crops, right? So if I grab my Philosopher's Stone here, and we're about to get into a little bit of the crazy, crazy world that is industrial craft crops. Now, the basic way this works is you want to craft crops the way I just showed you there. That's pretty much not even close to enough, so let's get ourselves a handful more. I do have more wood laying around if I need to access it, not a problem. That should be a good start, and I should go get the seeds that I accidentally left in my chest. Now, you guys might be aware, but one of the changes in Minecraft a couple versions back was that walking on these little areas here will not cause them to become untilled. So it's not a big deal. It doesn't kill the plants if you walk on them, but if you jump, it will kill them. Well, not so true for industrial craft crops. If you walk on them, you very well could kill them, and it's actually pretty likely. Even crouch walking is not a good idea. So be very careful when you're messing around with your industrial craft crops. But I'm going to plant down a crop every 4, and hey, you get out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks pretty cool. Now these crops, you can tell, are already growing rather quickly. Crops are a little bit cooler than normal wheat in that once it is fully grown, I can right click on it and it should automatically drop the wheat and any extra seeds that it might have, but it'll also stay planted, so I don't have to replant these things ever. But look how quickly they're growing under the influence of that little guy. I love it. Can't wait to see this thing progress. I'm probably not going to have an auto collection system like I have for all these things over here. That's probably not really necessary, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, maybe later down the line we might want one. I'm definitely going to want a crop matron and some of the other cool, crazy crop stuff, but I'm probably not going to have time to get to any of that this episode. What I will do, though, is harvest up over here and get all these things going. I want to do pretty much the same thing I did a minute ago. And you get out of there, because I don't really want you there. And I guess, I don't know that it'll automatically plant seeds on crops. You can tell it was automatically planting seeds from that device. It covers a medium range, an average range. So I guess it was like, way over here was far enough to be considered average range. Pretty cool. Lots of good stuff happening. Okay, good. It doesn't look like it's planting seeds if crops are there already, which is pretty much what I want to have happen. So we'll go ahead and let these guys grow, and you can see they're being affected by the rune on this wall. So this rune's covering this area, and these runes over here are covering this area. Awesome. Okay. Next up, what we're probably going to want to do is get ourselves some crossbreeding crops. Now, I've noticed it seems to work best if you wait until all your, or at least the two sides of your crossbreeding crop are fully grown before you do this. So these two pieces of wheat are fully grown. So what I'm going to do is place down 2 crops right like so. And what that means is it's going to allow these 2 plants that are touching the same crop here to crossbreed. Okay, so this wheat here can crossbreed with this wheat here. Kind of like forestry bees, but not very much the same at all, really. And look, I accidentally walked over this, and look, it deharvested the land. So let's get you back into place. See, I wasn't kidding. I was trying to fly around, hoping I wouldn't mess it up, and I messed it up. So it's really hard to not, do anything here. But so far, looking good. I'm going to need some more crops, so let's dig into our ender pouch here. Luckily, I am keeping wood stocked. Awesome. And I'll get a few things here. I want some more crops, don't I? That looks good. So let's plant down some more cross crops and wait for them to crossbreed. And really there's not much we can do to control what kind of crossbreeding we get. It's a little bit of luck. But basically you want to crossbreed. It works better if you crossbreed two different types of plants, but since I don't have any melon or pumpkin seeds at the moment, I should probably go try and find some, but maybe in the future, we'll see. But for now, I don't really have any of those, so we'll see what happens. We should crossbreed and start getting some other types of seeds. We might get better wheat or more types of wheat, or we might start crossbreeding ourselves a bunch of other stuff. So let's let these crops grow, and I'm going to do the same thing over here with the double crops there. And then next, we're going to have to kind of just wait for these things to grow. So again, 2 crops causes crossbreeding, which is cool. All right, I'll be back once we see some things happen over here in our crop area. Alright, looks like one of the first things did grow over here. These are what are called weeds, and that is a bad thing to find in your crop system. That occurs somewhat randomly, not totally all over the place, but not a good thing to have. What will happen is those weeds will start spreading to all the other crops in your system, whether or not there's plants there already, and start destroying your little crop system. Don't worry, I have an automatic way to clear up those weeds in the future, but for now just be aware that they can exist. But here you can see these little green sprouts are sprouting up there. That's good. So the little dark green that's kind of out around the entire outer perimeter of the thing is definitely weeds, and that's bad. But little sprouts here like this are good. It looks like something, a kind of crossbreed somewhere, somehow, did show up. So again, I'll be back in a few. Alright, while I'm waiting for some more crossbreeding to go on over here, oh yeah, it looks like we're already starting to get a bunch. Though that looks like weeds to me. So for now, I unfortunately have to babysit this a little bit, but not a big deal, like I said. Cool, so far so good. Lots of crossbreeding happening. I would like to have a shut-off switch for this little system here. So let's sneak outside real quick. But I want to real quick transmute this guy and put a lever on him. I'm thinking a lever right here ought to do a pretty good trick. So by putting the lever on, now I should be able to fly outside. And maybe just run some redstone wiring around the outside here. Let's see what I can do. This chest is in my way. Where is the air dark guy? Air dark, is that him there? On the bottom? Yes. Cool. So maybe I want to just put him underneath. That would be a good spot for that chest. And it's getting dark out, so don't worry, I'll get out of here pretty soon. Okay, get the chest back into place, wherever it went in my inventory. There it is. And then let the items get sucked back in there again. Cool. Then I just need to run some redstone red alloy wire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now I should have a lever that shuts off this entire side of the room. Let's give it a shot. Yoink. Everything should be off now. No more sucking up of items, no more replanting, and no more encouraging growth. Cool. How's this side doing? Oop, more weeds. That's not good. I really need to get the automatic crop matron going here. That's right, call the crop matron. Crop matrons are cool. Looks like we've got some wheat already growing. Pretty good. This might be weeds? I can't really tell. Sometimes hard to tell if it's weeds or a new type of plant. We'll find out soon, though. I'm going to go sleep through this night, let this encouragement of growth continue, and be back. Oh yeah, it was definitely weeds. So we're probably going to have to wait till next episode to get the crop matron set up, because I have a little bit of a system I have in mind for that. Well, I'm back over here in the overworld, getting some goodies. I want to visit my macerators, there they are, and place some spider eyes inside. And what that gets me is grin powder. Cool. One of them probably just landed in my chest. You get 2 grin powder per spider eye. Okay? If I grab some grin powder and combine it with the following items, I'm going to need, let's say, I don't know, 3 cells, empty cells. Okay, and I'll put the excess grin powder that I have right in here so the auto sorting knows what to do. And then I'm going to need some redstone, which I should have in this bag. 3 of that, please. So empty cells plus redstone plus grin powder. Let's see what we get. Grin powder, redstone, Weedex. Cool, I grabbed 3 of them. So this spray stuff here that I've got right here is going to help take care of all the weeds that are cropping up in my crop system. Weeds are bad, like I said, and Weedex is one of the better additions that Industrial Craft put in because when it first came out, this didn't exist, and weeds were a nuisance. Holy cow. So let's start spraying Weedex all around the site here. Just, right-click on your crops, and you can see that it eventually has a little bit of a damage value thing going on there. Is it repairable? I don't know. Not that expensive, though, so easy enough to make more of. I don't think it's even worth trying to repair. But just spray your Weedex around, and it'll help make sure that no weeds show up in your system. Cool. I like it. Very good. Okay. Next up, I want to craft a new item. For now, I'll put the Weedex in here. Okay guys, so what I'm making here is a pretty interesting device. It's called the Cropnalyzer. Now, I'm going to need a fully charged something or other to charge this Cropnalyzer. I thought I had an energy crystal, maybe I left it in here. Yep, energy crystals do work in the Cropnalyzer. I don't think they did when we originally had Industrial Craft come out with crops, but it was one of the add-ons that came, I think, in 1.9.6. So basically the way this little machine works is you want to make sure anything you want to analyze is on your character's hotbar here. So I'm going to clear up some space for that. Maybe that wasn't the right item to clear up space with, but we'll see. So open up your Cropnalyzer and place your energy crystal in the little lightning bolt slot. And that's going to be the energy that this uses. Now anything that was crossbreeded, like this crop right here, that didn't do it. Okay, but there's a chance that you'll get what's called a seed packet from one of the crossbreeded things. So, boom. There we go, seed packets. And look, we got some flowers. Cool. I like that. Flowers are cool. So these guys were a crossbreed. This thing is a crossbreed. I'm going to wait for it to fully grow. This thing is as well. And look, we got some more crops. So that's neat. You can see they definitely take up inventory space because they do not stack. So a little bit of a nuisance, but you'll live. Let's see if I can clear up a little bit more space in here. Lots of inventory. I'm about to wrap up the episode, so I'll be okay for now. Maybe just throw this wheat and seeds in here. That's fine. So just take your Cropnalyzer, open up the interface, and place your unknown seeds in there. And it'll tell you what type of crop it is. So I got some wheat. It's tier 1. It was discovered by Notch, because he's the one who made wheat. And it's yellow, it's a food source, it's wheat. Those are the characteristics of it. And then these are the stats of the crops. The growth rate, how quickly it grows. The gain is how much it gives you. And the resistance to being stomped on by your feet. So that's the last thing you can do right there. And now you've got this wheat seeds thing, and it's got a nice little interface there to tell you what's up. Okay, I'll just replace those with one of these and do the same thing. Okay, so again, this is probably very similar. Yep, almost identical. Or probably exactly identical. But let's check out one of the other crossbreeds that we got here. Ah, darn, I stepped on it. See what I mean by accidentally stepping on things? Oh well. That's alright. You saw I got flowers. That's what happens. Crossbreeded, got some flowers. Oh well. I could always plant more flowers. Not a big deal. Let's see if this wheat's anything fancy. Oh, nope. Broke that one too. Really hard to, fly around and do this whole thing. There we go. Maybe I'll just use fly up really high above it. That'll probably work. Alright, cool. So it looks like we had another crossbreed occur. That might be something new. I'll give that a few seconds. But I'm going to head down here, where I'm probably going to want to have a chest of some sort. Maybe I'll just have it in the end of this room. That might be cool. Am I going to wind up wanting to move this eventually? Probably. So let's head down this direction and put the chest somewhere for real. I will place the chest, why not, in this corner. Brought an alchemical with me because I knew I was going to be storing a lot of seeds and whatnot. So I've got these unknown seeds. I can analyze them. Works pretty well. Just goes right through here. You might find some better wheat. So in this case, growth 2, gain 3. These wheat seeds are going to do better than the other wheat seeds. Cool. Wheat. Analyzing again. Growth 3, gain or growth 0, gain 3, resist 0. So this thing will really produce a lot of wheat for you, more so than normal. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go see what that other thing is, and then it's about time to go. How are we doing over here? I guess that is just probably normal wheat. Yeah. So anyway, this is Direwolf20 signing off on episode 72 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back next time to automate some of the things going on right here in the seed system. Definitely don't want to have to fly around and deal with all that crazy stuff like the Weed X. And there's even some ways to make these things grow a little bit more efficiently and hopefully crossbreed better. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed it, and take it easy.